Hi, this is Dr. Sa, and welcome back to You Are More with Dr. Sa, your 2026 weekly reset. This is your space to pause, reflect, and return to yourself. Today's reset is inspired by a fascinating article I've read, which explored different types of humor and how they connect to personality and emotional patterns. And so I want to start with something simple. The way you laugh is not random. It's actually one of the ways your nervous system expresses itself. Humor is often talked about as something light, and it is, but it's also deeply connected to how we cope, how we connect, and how we process stress. Researchers and psychologists often describe humor in different patterns. Some humor brings people together, some humor turns stress into relief, and some humor, if we're honest, can sometimes mask pain. For example, there is humor that helps us bond with others, where laughter becomes connection. There is humor that helps us reframe stress, where we find lightness even in difficult moments. And there is humor that can become self-directed in a way that hides deeper feelings or makes discomfort easier to carry. Now, here's the important part of today's reset. None of these are good or bad. They're signals, they're patterns, they're information. So I want you to gently check in with yourself today, not to judge your humor, but to notice it. When you laugh with others, do you feel connected or drained afterward? When you make jokes about your stress, does it lighten your load or delay your healing? When you use humor in hard moments, does it help you breathe or help you avoid what you're feeling? Because humor, like breath, like movement, like thought, it can either regulate us or distract us from ourselves, depending on how it's used. And awareness is the reset. One of the most powerful things you can do is pause and notice, what am I really expressing in this moment? Sometimes laughter is joy, sometimes it's protection, sometimes it's resilience, and sometimes it's all three at once. So here's your reset practice for today. Notice your humor without changing it. Then ask yourself one gentle question. What do I need right now that I'm trying to laugh through? Not to remove humor, but to understand it. Because when you understand your patterns, you stop judging yourself and start supporting yourself. And that's where healing begins. Now let me bring you back to the core truth of this reset. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to cope. You are allowed to be human in all the ways that show up. But you're also allowed to feel what is underneath the laughter when it's ready to be seen. And in all of that, I want you to remember this. You're not your coping style. You're not your jokes. You are not your defense mechanisms. You are more than what you use to get through the day. You are more than your humor. You are more than your story. You are more than just enough. You are already whole, even in the ways you're still learning yourself. If this message resonated with you, my book, You Are More Than Just Enough, is available on Amazon, and it expands on these everyday emotional patterns and how to gently return to yourself with compassion and clarity. I am Dr. Sa, and this has been You Are More with Dr. Sa, your 2026 weekly reset. Until next time, notice your laughter, honor your truth, and remember, always remember that you are more than just enough.